all existing protocols and bring to you something unique. And that is, we're taking something back. We're taking Osaka back because Osaka is purely on greenery, the rule of law, and an interactive engagement that shows sanity amongst its people for doing right. In Yokohama,
続きましては、リベリア共和国大統領付き観光顧問、そしてリベリア観光協会会長、クリストファー・ヘイズ・オナヌガ様にご挨拶をいただきます。Next, I would like to invite Ambassador Christopher Hayes Onanuga, Special Envoy to the President of Liberia on Tourism and Chairman of the Board of the Liberia Tourism Authority.
Ladies and gentlemen, I stand on all existing protocols and bring to you something unique. And that is, we're taking something back. We're taking Osaka back because Osaka is purely on greenery, the rule of law, and an interactive engagement that shows sanity amongst its people for doing right. In Yokohama, we're taking back with us greenery and the water layout, which Osaka is also competing for. But Osaka has a greater edge because you've converted water into land and maintained those waters into an environment-friendly situation for both feeding your people, for tourism, and uniquely to balance the ecosystem. Liberia has a unique population with 63 to 67% of our population who are youth and prepared to explore the universe. And we will encourage them to make Japan a destination for that inspiration. And we hope one day you will name a city after Liberia, the Liberian city, because we tend to have similar characteristics. Something else we need to inform you about. The reason why you are succeeding is because you've allowed an enabling society to grow because you focus on tourism. You also allow tourism to become your M&E, your monitoring and evaluation for every institution you set up to work well. And you've also made tourism your enforcer of compliance for national growth, because these are the clear responsibilities of tourism. With these said, we want to inform you that Liberia is not different from Japan. What we have not done is taken Japan to Liberia and brought Liberia to Japan. From this moment, it's ongoing. There's a picture we must all understand that we will take from here. When you walk into a country called Liberia, you're walking into a democratic frontier. The opportunities that every single minister has spoken about is that compliance that makes tea the last word in the arrest agenda. Because it's only when the system is totally set up and compliant, tourism works. The language to you the way you understand it, it simply means that we're going to take every investor from Japan and we're going to place them in Liberia. And when you're coming back to Japan, you will not be coming as a Japanese, you'll be coming as JLIB, Japan, Liberia. Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't stand here to make much noise, but to let you know that I concur and accept and understand that everything the Investment Commissioner said, everything the Ambassador of Liberia have said, every single thing the Senate representative have said, who is a unique character in both security and all else, tells you that we now believe that Liberia is on the right trajectory. The last part of my comment will go this way. If tourism must work in any country, its health sector must work. Its security sector must work. Its educational sector must work. A sense of understanding of environmental issues must take hold. And these are what Japan have become too advanced in. There's a green revolution in Liberia that if you take your investment to Liberia today, trust me, you won't be losing because the country is virgin. Ladies and gentlemen, discover that on your own. The choicest destination in Africa is Liberia. Have a nice day.
We have been supportive for years, and I believe we have graduated from those troubles. With time, healing will take place. It is our time for us to change the narratives about this press union. We vacated the space we had, we must now reoccupy it. Let the people know, civil society, our people in government, know that the press union is back. And that we are back with respect for everybody, with dignity for ourselves, and pride as an organization to move forward. I'd like to support Mr. President's pronouncement, and as a former leader who was caught up in the controversy around the $100,000. I mean, many of you know the story. I'm not going to narrate the story, but I'd like to use this forum to announce that I'm making the first donation.
Good.
I'm making the first donation of $100,000 or $1,000.
Enfin, what's your name? Cross having Napoli Bonaparte ACB Kone, Delta James Salita Ralita Charlapendi Locomotive Flow Kota Monica Gata Yata Plata Pussy Jan.
Ninazo?
Yes.
Tell me, you spell that name?
The name is more than 76 letter word.
You spell it?
One spelling it will take time.
Okay. So, Mario, since that time you got spark or the spark and that draws. And today I see you looking good. Are you still taking the drugs or not?
Kali, I'm taking the drug every day. I won't leave it. It had to leave. They're content. I decide for me not to take it. So when they're looking at someone for me, my jelly, beat me. My whole pool inside me, my immortal tongue, my coffee pool, my mental pool, everything was everything. I want to introduce you.
Wow. So how your day been today?
Today, my lemon, I'm going to go equal bonus. Got a clean out. I said, no, let me go for that 2 Sony or 1 Sony for me to feed myself.
2 Sony or 1, what is it mean?
On the spot. And that, I take you on the scale. All the pin move inside my body. And when I get confused with the thing, I want to put the same on chin, I'm a little thing, I can't even leave it. I can work you so over it.
What thing make you confused?
The thing I can make me confused in the whole thing. When I take the thing, I can just be weak in the body.
What thing now? What the thing mean?
When I take it,
What taking dry? It can make you weak.
make it cigarette tobacco when I'm smoking it. I can just be weak in the body. But just today, my last one I said, me go buy 1 print. Luckily for me, the business saying the print, I go buy 2 cigarettes. I smoke it, I drink water straight. I start bleeding. Bro, the sweat, I swear, my whole shirt, everything, my trouser, everything, down to my breast seat, it get wet. I say I sweat here and then my trouser got wet here. I don't use nothing to do.
So Mario, I ask you, so since the morning, you see like cigarette you smoke and not eat?
What? I even have no money for me to say buying food for me to eat. My partner feed me, my brother feed me, my sister feed me. All of that I on my own. That only figure I just luckily for me today, and bad luckily for me today. Honestly, none of my baby for them to say, oh,
Wow. US dollar. US dollars. Mr. President, I'm hoping that you have set up an account. That people making donations will make those donations in those accounts. Don't take money in anybody's hands. let them carry the money to the bank. And I'm hoping that tomorrow you set up an account and somebody put my money there. I would like to get into Estelle. And hopefully all of us who will make donations, we put our money in the bank and let the president get a receipt or a deposit slip. This is from my heart. All of us who are core members of the press union must take responsibility to pay our house. We must not shy away from this. If you got $100 paid, you got $200 paid. If we don't take responsibility of this, they're going to be shame on us. People will come. The government people will come, and they will come asking us what happened to $100,000. And some of them know what happened. So let us not get ourselves dragged into $100,000. Let's pay our own money to get this thing happen. God bless you.
That was Peter Poku.
Thank you very much. We'll be knocking us over 1,000.
続きましては、リベリア共和国大統領付き観光顧問、そしてリベリア観光協会会長、クリストファー・ヘイズ・オナヌガ様にご挨拶をいただきます。Next, I would like to invite Ambassador Christopher Hayes Onanuga, Special Envoy to the President of Liberia on Tourism and Chairman of the Board of the Liberia Tourism Authority.
Ladies and gentlemen, I stand on all existing protocols and bring to you something unique, and that is we're taking something back. We're taking Osaka back because Osaka is purely on greenery, the rule of law, and an interactive engagement that shows sanity amongst its people for doing right. In Yokohama, we're taking back with us greenery and the water layout, which Osaka is also competing for. But Osaka has a greater edge because you've converted water into land and maintained those waters into an environment-friendly situation for both feeding your people, for tourism, and uniquely to balance the ecosystem. Liberia has a unique population with 63 to 67% of our population who are youth and prepared to explore the universe. And we will encourage them to make Japan a destination for that inspiration. And we hope one day you will name a city after Liberia, the Liberian city, because we tend to have similar characteristics. Something else we need to inform you about. The reason why you are succeeding is because you've allowed an enabling society to grow because you focus on tourism. You also allow tourism to become your M&E, your monitoring and evaluation for every institution you set up to work well. And you've also made tourism your enforcer of compliance for national growth, because these are the clear responsibilities of tourism. With these said, we want to inform you that Liberia is not different from Japan. What we have not done is taken Japan to Liberia and brought Liberia to Japan. From this moment, it's ongoing. There's a picture we must all understand that we will take from here. When you walk into a country called Liberia, you're walking into a democratic frontier. The opportunities that every single minister has spoken about is that compliance that makes tea the last word in the arrest agenda. Because it's only when the system is totally set up and compliant, tourism works. The language to you the way you understand it, it simply means that we're going to take every investor from Japan and we're going to place them in Liberia. And when you're coming back to Japan, you will not be coming as a Japanese. You'll be coming as JLIB, Japan Liberia. Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't stand here to make much noise, but to let you know that I concur and accept and understand that everything the Investment Commissioner said, everything the Ambassador of Liberia have said, every single thing the Senate representative have said, who is a unique character in both security and all else, tells you that we now believe that Liberia is on the right trajectory. The last part of my comment will go this way. If tourism must work in any country, its health sector must work. Its security sector must work. Its educational sector must work. A sense of understanding of environmental issues must take fold. And these are what Japan have become too advanced in. There's a green revolution in Liberia that if you take your investment to Liberia today, trust me, you won't be losing because the country is virgin. Ladies and gentlemen, discover that on your own. The choicest destination in Africa is Liberia. Have a nice day. You that we now believe that Liberia is on the right trajectory. The last part of my comment will go this way. If tourism must work in any country, its health sector must work. Its security sector must work. Its educational sector must work. A sense of understanding of environmental issues must take fold. And these are what Japan have become too advanced in. There's a green revolution in Liberia that if you take your investment to Liberia today, trust me, you won't be losing because the country is virgin. Ladies and gentlemen, discover what in the Senate representative have said, who is a unique character in both security and all else, tells you that we now believe that Liberia is on the right trajectory. The last part of my comment will go this way.
そして大統領付き、そして title of the Liberia
President's Special Envoy. I will now come to the President's Special Envoy on investment. You've traveled around the world and you're a young man below 40, if I'm not mistaken. And you're also a businessman. If you were to move your business from what you do now, will you consider tourism a major sector, understanding that every single thing that is done in the world only ends up giving tourism her beauty, even though she doesn't work for it? What is it that you've seen in Japan?
Well, thank you. As you rightfully said, I'm a business person, and I've traveled around the world, but my visit to Japan, this is my first time, and what I want to tap into is the innovation, the technology. You stress about the tourism sector. Tourism is like the center of everything. In order for tourism to work, every aspect or every system in Liberia has to work. You talk about education, you talk about healthcare, you talk about rule of law, you talk about roads. All of these things has to be in place in order for tourism to work. But yes, Japan has a lot we can learn from, and I know for a fact that there are a lot of things we are taking back home with us from this expo that we can explore.
To grow because you focus on tourism. You also allow tourism to become your M&E, your monitoring and evaluation for every institution you set up to work well. And you've also made tourism your enforcer of compliance for national growth. Because these are the three responsibilities of tourism. With these said, we want to inform you that Liberia is not different from Japan. What we have not done is taking Japan to Liberia and brought Liberia to Japan. From this moment, it's ongoing. There's a picture we must all understand that we will take from here. When you walk into a country called Liberia, you're walking into a democratic frontier. The opportunities that every single minister has spoken about is that compliance that makes T the last word in the arrest agenda. Because it's only when the system is totally set up and compliant, tourism works. The language to you the way you understand it, it simply means that we're going to take every investor from Japan and we're going to place them in Liberia. And when you're coming back to Japan, you will not be coming as a Japanese. You'll be coming as JLIB, Japan, Liberia. Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't stand here to make much noise, but to let you know that I concur and accept and understand that everything the Investment Commissioner said, everything the Ambassador of Liberia have said, every single thing the Senate representative have said, who is a unique character in both security and all else, tells you that we now believe that Liberia is on the right trajectory. The last part of my comment will go this way. If tourism must work in any country, its health sector must work. Its security sector must work. Its educational sector must work. A sense of understanding of environmental issues must take fold.
Good afternoon, a pleasant welcome on today. Today is 08292025 Liberia. Yeah, and I'm following the activities there, the export, imagine right after the Tika there into Japan. There are several developments coming up. Let me say to you, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and a pleasant welcome. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Liberia. On today, let me say welcome. Don't forget, the geometry of the whole must be kept high on the agenda because it involves the majority, and those that come with equity must come with clean hands. As usual, I am your ambassador, the ambassador against illicit substance abuse in this country. Liberia must break free from the bananas that come along with drug and its addiction and the suffering, the illness, the sicknesses that come along with it. I'm here today from the production department, Sakandu, making this production a spectacular one. Listen, you can follow us on YouTube, Cool Channel 2. We're also on Facebook. We're on Facebook. Just go there, Cool, at the search handle, and you'll be live with us. We're also on www.knewsonline.com on our online radio. And don't miss it in Liberia, 91.9 across the world. Many thanks to all of you joining us on today. Remember, today is the 29th. Remember, August is slowly and gradually winding down. All of you celebrating, having good occasions. I would love to say to you, celebrating Grand Star. And don't forget, Liberia deserves better. Today, August 28, 1918, the German submarine SMU-154 bombed Monrovia, Liberia, as a reprisal of Liberia's entry into World War I, and to punish the government for not destroying the French wireless station. The attack destroyed the station and damaged several buildings in the city, with the submarine commander sending an ultimatum demanding the wireless and cable stations cease operations or face further shelling. The incident highlighted Liberia's vulnerable positions and its inability to resist the German invasion despite being an allied nation. Liberia joined the Allied powers in World War I in 1917, breaking of diplomatic relations with Germany in May 1917 and formally declaring war in August. Liberia's decision to join the Allies was influenced by frustration with German aggression. This desperate financial situation exacerbated by the German submarine backlash and desire to secure its borders against the German imperial expansions. Germany viewed the Liberian participation as an act against its interest, particularly given that Germany was Liberia's major trading partners after the war. The German commander of the U-TAC 154 demanded that Liberia destroy the French wireless station in Monrovia and seize all wireless and cable operations. When the Liberian government did not fully comply with the ultimatum, the German submarine shelled the city, destroying the French wireless station. Several buildings in Monrovia were destroyed and several residents were killed. The attack underscored Liberia's unprotected state and the resilience on the standard support even from allied nations like the United States. Some of you have not heard this. It's good today. Today is 29th of August, 1856. Joseph Jenkins Roberts, Liberia's first president, completed his second term, which has been ongoing since 1856. Though Roberts served in 1856 to 1870 after his initial term, this specific event, referenced from August 29, 1856, is his departure for the presidency. Joseph Jenkins Roberts, a prominent figure in the nation's founding, was the first elected president of the Republic of Liberia, serving from 1848 to 1856. August 29, he held the presidency in 1856, at which point he was followed by Stephen Allen Benson. Liberia was founded by ACS and declared independence on July 26, 1847, creating a new nation that grew from the first settlement of freed slaves and other African Americans in the country. Today, August 29, 2001, Liberia was under the increasingly oppressive regime of President Charles Taylor, who was isolated internationally and facing a worsening civil war as the Liberian United for Reconciliation and Democracy rebel group began its major offensive in Guinea and Sierra Leone. The country's human rights record was dire, with Human Rights Watch noting government-sponsored attacks on journalists and activists, and the United Nations reimposing an armed embargo due to Taylor's alleged support for Sierra Leone rebels. The Liberian Second Civil War has been escalated since 1999, but in 2001, the rebels had launched a significant offensive, intensifying the conflict and further destabilizing the country. President Charles Taylor was increasingly at odds with the international community due to his alleged involvement in the Sierra Leone Civil War. A December 2019 Nation report accused him of supplying weapons and training the Revolutionary United Front (RUF) in a change of blood diamonds. As a result of the Arms for Diamonds allegations, the United Nations Security Council reimposed an arms embargo on Liberia, further restricting Taylor's ability to arm his forces. In 2001, the human rights situation in Liberia was critical, with Human Rights Watch documenting government crackdowns on dissent. Journalists, human rights activists, and other independent voices faced threats, physical assaults, and politically motivated changes or charges for sparking or speaking out against the government. Media freedom was severely restricted, with journalists on radio broadcasters being detained and silenced by authorities. Today, August 29, 2018, the Human Rights Practices Report highlighted ongoing challenges in Liberia, including several prison overcrowding and staff shortages, while separate reports from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs detailed the recent suspension of the Central Bank of Liberia employee pending investigation. Earlier in the year, George Weah, former president, was inaugurated as president, marking the peaceful transitional powers following the departure of the United Nations peacekeeping missions, unveiled after more than a decade of ensuring stability. On August 29, 2018, Liberia's prison system was significantly overcrowded, with facilities holding nearly twice as planned capacity. The Bureau of Correction and Rehabilitation, the BCR, reported understaffing and was no comprehensive document to verify their claims. 6 prisoners' death was reported by August 29, attributed to medical reasons like tuberculosis, malaria, and not violent or mistreatment. The Central Bank of Liberia on the 29th of August 2018 suspended an employee, Benjit, indefinitely without pay to allow for a thorough investigation by the board into alleged wrongdoing. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, pleasant welcome today. Today's history is a regular feature in our programs. The Hurricane Katrina marks a landfall into Louisiana. On today, 2005, Hurricane Katrina struck the United States Gulf Coast, devastating the area, especially New Orleans, which experienced a catastrophic flooding after its levels were breached the following day. Today, August 29, 1958, Michael Jackson, an American singer, songwriter, and dancer, was born into Gray, Indiana. On June 25, 2009, at the age of 50, in Los Angeles, California, he died. 2008, Joe McLean named Sarah Palin as his running mate in 2008 at the U.S. presidential campaign, which was the first time a woman appeared on the Republican presidential ticket. On today, on the 29th of August in 2008. In 1997, Netflix was founded by the American entrepreneur Reed Hastings and Mark Randolph. Originally a DVD rental company, it later moved into streaming, content creation, and live performance. The actress Ingrid Bergman, who was known for her natural charm, intelligence, and fidelity, was born into Stockholm and into Sweden today, that is 1915. In 1949, the Soviet Union tested its first atomic bomb known into the West as Joe 1. It was a direct copy of the Fat Man bomb used by the United States military on the Nagasaki during World War II today. Good afternoon, good morning. Keep playing star 799 star 11 # today. Somebody will win money. Somebody will win money from the Entertainment Radio Cool Cash giveaway. The dashboard is already open. Folks are already playing there. It's going to take advantage and start to play today. It's important today that you win money. I got about 5 persons that will win 4,000 each if they accept. 5 persons that will win if they accept. That is, if you keep playing, if you play multiple times, like at the Salamico, you'll be winning. It's good that you play. Say, I don't know how to play, but let me tell you today, if you don't know how to play, just go in your MTN mobile money user, star 799 star 11 # and just put in your entry. If you put $1, that's $100. Don't put 100. You put 100, you know what it means. But you put $1, that's $100. 2, 200. 3, 300. 5, 500. 10, 1,000. 15, 1,005. So, and if the multiple times you play, it places you in a right framework. That is the entire process. You'll be at the right on this. Before I leave you on today, and you know, with this drug thing, it's a serious matter. I will have with me on the line. I will place this call because yesterday 7 persons said this thing. After the president was asked for 8 hours, suspended Ibrahim Pine, and then later on, with the expiration of 48 hours, 3 focus persons there at the LDA was suspended and replaced. That brought Fitzgerald Biago, Ernest Tappe, Patrick Comonzu, and I'm told that today, I don't know whether this is true, but I heard in the Vine that today is the birthday of Fitzgerald, DCP of the National Police, who is being pointed out the ORC, Fitzgerald Biago, to his birthday, and if this is true, I don't keep secret, yeah. So I was happy birthday to you, yeah. But then they were first saying, this is very serious. They say no stress. And the vice president, the president's son get it, former vice president. The president's son get no stress against Seth George there. I'm going to talk with him right now on the phone on this radio. I will talk with him on this radio. And like I've been highlighting earlier on, I got 2 points of that conversation. Tourism. What's happening there at the airport? What's happening there? You listen to the ambassador on tourism. I know several ministers spoke. They spoke about issues, city representatives from the legislature, from the city government, from Minister Prime. All representation were there with the focus person there. I'm not saying all of them went there, but those who were there represented their interest. And on the last letter of the arrest team was tourism. You listen to the tourism ambassador, Honorable Christopher Hayes Onanuga. You know what's not good when you usually start on your own. They tell what he said, that's true. Let me tell you, they tell what he said, that's true. You're listening. Someone got listened already. And see, because if this is a highlighted and we are serious about this, he said something that we are not saying this, that the Pope from Japan come to Liberia. And we name an area here, even they will name area down there, and when they come, they go back, they will not be totally Japanese. But be Japanese Liberian because of the interactions and tourism. And there are several issues that they have done that we are coming from. We got a lot of similarity, but there are things they have done already that we can tackle and do. That we see. I have heard, I have watched, I have seen some of the communities, cities in like Europe, other areas. You go there, they have some typical representation of Africa or African countries. You go to certain part of London, they say they are Nigeria area, they're beating the Oguzi soup there, they're beating the Domo, the Yam. You go there, see Ghanaians, you see Liberians, you see a large population. So if a child is born in London, parts of London, or certain part of Europe, you will see that even if they go back to Nigeria, the similarity there because they will see their uncle, their aunt, their cousin, other folks there, and they even start letting the data them when go home. So when they go home, it's just like I'm home to home. So he made a lot of recommendations and a lot of issues were made in his speech. We'll digest that speech today and look at it. And he mentioned something. It must be so much vibrant and viable into tourism. Security is an issue. Security is a major issue. Security, I'm not ignorant, security is a major issue. Because what I'm getting now that I want to couple this in, but you keep playing star 799, star 11 hash, $100 to play, Cool Cash giveaway entertainment by radio, and you stand a chance to win $4,000. $4,000. And the dashboard is already open, and it's good that you'll be a part of this process. The reason I'm saying this, and I'm highlighting that the importance of this, imagine already at risk with drugs. LDA, the same people there, they can't make it. You have to change them. Police men go on raid, they're stealing a tax or weave on, whatever you call it. Yeah. So the PCC, Montreal Police, the Yahweh Iron have put on the cops. The rest of the doing it, all the complaints. They're showing some level of stability in terms of security. You see, projecting phone, projecting this, bumper, this, all this. These are very important things. And what I'm hearing now, I'm going to say this, I will never hide this thing here. The reason I'm saying this thing is that we often don't talk about this. Every time we talk about the police, we talk about immigration, we talk about LDA, we talk about fire service. We don't talk about the AFL, the Armed Forces of Liberia. But I'm getting a report, reportedly, that the Armed Forces of Liberia, they can talk for themselves. Sometimes they don't come and they say this. But how are they doing? How are the conditions? We keep the men and women there, and we say, oh, drugs, bring army outside. Zogo, bring army. Rehab center, bring army. Flooding, bring army. Ebola, bring army. COVID-19, bring army. How are they doing? I'm hearing from the grapevine, allegedly that they are on a leaking roof. They are in poor conditions. I will not how they want. They want I will talk for the army today. I will talk for them today. Government is scared. They want to talk. I will talk for them. I will talk about them. I will talk for them today. They deserve it. These men and women have placed themselves in that position to serve and protect the land and its bailiwick. They deserve treatment. And so I think I will talk. You all know I'm talking for them. Good afternoon. Good morning. I'll be making my way. Like I said to you, I'll be talking to the one of the sons of this president. I will talk to him. I'm calling him right now. And one of the direct questions we're asking about this thing, we hear anything. People say no stress, they're selling drugs. That's true. You don't want to listen to yourself. I'm calling him right now. I'm calling Sa. I'm calling him Sabwakai, Mr. Sabwakai, the Chief Executive Officer of No Stress Entertainment. Because what dominating, they say, oh, no stress, no stress, you only go there and how they call it, they get drugs and they're selling drugs. I want to hear from the houses home off today. And it's important. I will take this down. I'll call him. I'm calling him right now. And if somebody close to the intensity, I tell calling on the radio. Then answer my call. I'm calling him right now. I'm calling him. But keep playing *799 *1#. And after this call, I will go to the speech you listen to Ambassador Christopher Hayes Onanuga. His own. He says several officials of Liberia spoke there, but he was highlighting several points. And in this entire, when says security, we must mend our borders, we must mend the society, make sure that our society can accept people who can come in the country, and when they come, they live freely. And the issue we can learn from other countries, not just by just going there and turning around, coming back, but I'm calling Sar right now. I hope that you pick up. You're telling the Chief Executive Officer of No Stress. I'm calling him. You think so now what happened, I just see and settle and go. Don't know what's happening there. Is that true? We know that true. That lie, we know that lie. Let me say welcome. But keep playing. *799 *1#. I got 4,000 to give other people. So if you there, you got a call, just go there and play, because you just be the fair right to win 4,000 Liberian dollars, $100 to play, $100 Liberian dollars or 70 cents. 70 cents. And I've made several, but I'm still calling him. I've called about 2 times now, and probably he's away from the phone. So you have to no stress. He's close to the son of the president, Mr. Sabwakai. Thanks. I'm calling him on the program right now, live on the radio. And it's important. Yeah, it's important that keep us in the mood to have this. So let me say welcome. And you know, I want you to listen to the Presidential Special Envoy on Tourism. And I really want to make this call. It's important. It's important. You know, people say, oh, people make statements, say they're selling drugs there. Sometimes we say to you, it's not about saying it, or this person selling this thing, it's not about saying it. The team would need evidence. They would need a lot upon. So I want you to listen to this, and why I'm going to the Armed Forces of Liberia with some of the issues they face with. I'm hearing that leaking roof. They probably living in the area there, especially we have a deteriorating condition of military facilities, including leaking roof apartment where soldiers live at the camp, in Camp Suffering military barrack, and they say they suffering. You can't put people in training and they be suffering. No, it can't be. So why I make a serious call? I want to do this. Yeah. I'm going to do this. So keep playing *799 *11# Entertainment Radio. And right now I got with me Mr. Sir Boakai on the line, and I want you to listen to this conversation. And these were issues that were made, and it's important that this time we listen to him. And I'm so grateful that he's able to pick up my call. Mr. Boakai, good afternoon. Thank you. I know with the busy schedule and other activities, picking call this time, yeah, but thank God you pick up my call. How are you doing, first of all? How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm okay.
Okay. That's great. Before placing this call, I said to the audience with some of the comments from callers yesterday and day before yesterday, addressing this drug thing. Somebody said already allegedly that the No Stress Entertainment, the son of the president, drug activities have been transacted there. So I said I will call you on this radio. While we talk about other things, I want to ask you, how is this business being run? Is there any drug activity going on at No Stress?
First of all, let me make you understand that when you come, the council of drugs, I want to do that against it. Because someone that is me out there, they will be the witness. You know that there are people that are there facing things that I don't know about. They just gather and say things about people. In the first place, if you would have also, they really come around my place. I really have a pet. Nobody can come to my entertainment area right now, I'm true speaking. Or someone will come out and they will testify to it. I don't even, okay, you say sir is dealing with drugs. Why can't you come and buy the drugs from me? Then at least you got a point. And then that, people say things out there. I think you got your boys over there. They want to know how to handle things here. And other people out there know. But just like, people have a lot of things to say out there. I'm not the kind of person into it tough. I'm against it 100%. So saying that doing also No Stress, I got my custom habits then established from 2004. I started my business way back. I'm not into business.
Okay. I'm
not into this thing to say, oh, drugs. Ask other people out there, they will tell you, they're listening to the show. They will tell you that sir he's not even into that. And he always against people that do. You don't even smoke weed on my place.
Okay, this is a question I want to ask you, Mr. Boakai. You have an entertainment center, people go there, entertain themselves. Since you say you don't sell, you don't deal, no transaction of it, is there any means where people can buy something from somewhere else? Maybe they can say they are one parcel, bring it in your place while they join themselves and take it? Is it possible?
No. Even you got it out there, you don't even bring it into my place. I have jailed people several times. You call Zone 5, they will tell you. Zone 8, they will tell you. People used to come over, some of the sick, and and smoking weed. And sometimes when the DJ play, the DJ all announce it. You don't smoke weed here. You got a bad habit. We're not stopping you not to do it, but not in no stress. You don't do it there. You want to do it, then do it somewhere else. But even outside the fence, you don't even smoke weed. People used to come from the avenue when they go and do their thing, King Buchu Avenue. Some guys that used to come over to my place, and I stopped them. I got my close friend that is smoke. I won't call his name. Yeah, because of me embarrassing him, he stopped coming to my place.
Wow.
He's a responsible man, well established. I said, I don't do it. Even the time we were dealing with shisha, some people that have so that they can put beer, some are starving in the water there to smoke their shisha. Nobody do it to my place. Sometimes some people want to take the shisha and put it in there. You don't do it. And the day the government announced that no more shisha, the day I saw it on Facebook, I told my people, I said, pack all the stuff and put it in the warehouse. I was done with it.
Okay. Let's talk about the how tough or how prepared the security structure to your area, because with all of these expose upon that you don't do it here, you don't bring it here, you do it somewhere, don't come here. Some will still want to sneak and bring things in that may look different for other customers. How is the security structure in your area, security-wise?
The security structure is intact. Even in the midst of my customers, I have disguised my security. Even sometimes over the weekend, it is packed. When you're sitting, you think that security all over. You're sit, you're entertaining yourself, but you got security in your midst. And I spend money on them for them to be around the customers. So just in case of anything so far, they will track you down. That's how I do my thing. The security structure is in place, and everything is intact.
Okay, before I leave you, sir, I know you got a very busy schedule. Some people wonder, how is it with your close proximity, I'm talking about in terms of structure and position, now relationship-wise, the president is very close to you, your entertainment center very close. How is it done? Is there any noise that comes out of the president having meetings with officials in the compound, and then no stress playing music that disturb, that create issues? How is this done?
No. Before the election, you know, the entrance used to be, you know, in front of the current president restaurant. Before that, I had to, you know, extend the fence all the way up.
Okay.
Then I closed the entrance on that side, I opened the other side. But you know, when you're in Australia, music playing, when you're in the president yard, you're living there. You know, my owner is the kind of person, he don't have problem with people. For the matter of fact, you doing something for you to survive, and you're doing the right thing, you don't have problem with that. Okay. Can you imagine, the time you were vice president for 12 years, can you imagine motorbikes, keke? They used to park right in front of my own place, and the security and manning them because people living in our community, they are not safe.
Yeah.
Being the only person as a vice president at that time. Okay. People go with their vehicle, their exit, other stuff, parking right there, and actually security them. Nobody asks anybody for anything so far. If you want to do something, fine. But part of the one you are seeing, vice president, at that time, people parking vehicle, motorbike, keke. As I'm speaking now, some of them will come up there and clarify and say what I say is true.
Okay.
Well, good year for me see that in our community because at that time people go to smoke places, or also to their houses and took people things from there. So just because of the community people came to me and they explained the situation. Even the security about to even put checkpoint in front of the yard, the woman told us, no. Those are my people, I live with them, they're living. Okay. The owner of Vice President for 12 good years, they kept motorbikes passing in front of his place. Sometimes when they pass in misbehaving, we don't have a problem with that. Because he lives with people and he knows how to talk to people, how to handle things. So that's the reason why you see all of us, we are cool, and he always tell us that. Okay. I'm into power. I'm not there for you guys. I'm there for the Liberian people. They're doing the right thing.
Mr. Boakai, why you don't want to be appointed into government? Why we're not hearing you into government? Or is it just entertainment business? Is there any business you're involved with? Why you don't want to go into government? Why no appointment?
Yeah, well, that's the reason why, because of, you know, when it comes into politics, when you got the people involved into it, at the end of the day, people have other things to say.
Yeah.
You know our brother Jojo? Everybody doing their own normal thing. One time, he was working. At the end of the day, he resigned because he got other things to do, and the woman making the understand things like. Let me tell you something. If you cannot go to work, resign and find something else to do. You know, our family, we are so disciplined to the extent that you don't just get up and do things because of your dad or your mom into power. And you don't see the advantage of anybody so far out there. Because you know, sometimes some people, when they are people into power, you see them get into everything so far.
Yeah.
Who do you want to get involved into politics or what have you? You know, small little thing that will drag you into it. At the end of the day, after politics, people coming after you.
Yeah.
Even if you are doing things on your own, they will still come after you and say, I got my money, I got my this, I got my that. And thank God, when I started doing my business, at that time, people know. So I got a lot of friends out there, and they will, even after they come and leave, I still maintain. And that's how our people that train us in the way that we don't get involved into something that tomorrow will bring anything to us. So tomorrow, after Joe Baka, another government will come, and you got nothing to say about Joe Baka family, because our people train us in the way that we know how to talk to people, we know how to do things, and since we bear money ourselves, nowadays we see our mom and dad, you know, arguing, that sometimes in the house you see your family, no.
Yeah.
Never. If the guy had issue, you will not even go as a kid.
Okay.
You see, up to present. So that's the reason why.
Mr. Boka, I want to appreciate you for taking this time out to speak to the public and on this program. I want to appreciate it a whole lot. And I wish you success in your sojourn. And whatever you put your hands to do, God bless you. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you so much. Once again, let me tell you something. You know, sometimes people say, oh, when people into, you know, power, they don't answer people call. And that's for us. Anytime, my life is okay.
And today's evidence. Today is when I said I'm going to talk with you, a lot of people never believe until they hearing you and I talking on the radio, on live. They don't believe I'm talking to you. There's evidence of that.
Well, this is Nigeria, you know how people think. People think that like, people into power, they don't talk to people, they don't do this. No, because our people, the way how they train us, we have different people. We are different.
Okay.
And we always down to earth. You come here at home, you don't know the difference between people outside and people that are in. You will just think that everybody is workers. Workers are just small little tech family, but it's very large because of the way our people open up to people out there.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. You're welcome.
Thank you. Let me say welcome to this very important conversation. This is Mr. Sir Boakai, the son of the current president of Liberia and the chief executive officer of No Stress Entertainment, putting the dust to rest and see a lot. You know, the family is very quiet. Let me say thanks to you and all of you following here today. So it's important. Let me say thanks to all of you. Like I said to you, the special president envoy appointed by this president on tourism, he said the last letter of the arrest agenda is Ambassador Christopher Hazel Nanuga there at the export to Japan after several interactions. And as a matter of fact, more than 15 persons attended this program and speaking on Liberia issues there. And as a matter of fact, the Liberia National Cultural Troupe and several performances was carried about Liberia. And very spectacular one, the performances that the folks, you could just see their teeth, you see the smile, the wild smile, seeing Liberia, exhibiting their culture upon. I want to take you to the ambassador. Listen to him today. And my focus of listening to him, he made several points, but one of which he said, if we should have a viable society that will accept tourism, the issue of security, peace, togetherness should be. Are Liberians as such? Are Liberians accommodating? Are they hospitable? Listen to Ambassador Nanuga here, the points he made. And after that, the armed forces of Liberia is crying. I will tell you how much armed forces of Liberia are compromise making. And now, on a legal roof, those are all issues. I will speak for the armed forces today And after that, we open the lines, what's on your mind, you say yours and say exactly what it is. Good afternoon, let me talk to this, let me speak to this. I want you to listen to this, the ambassador, President Special Envoy on tourism.
I stand on all existing protocols and bring to you something unique. And that is, we're taking something back. We're taking Osaka back.
Invite Ambassador Christopher Hayes Onanuga, Special Envoy to the President of Liberia on Tourism and Chairman of the Board of the Liberia Tourism Authority.
Ladies and gentlemen, I stand on all existing protocols and bring to you something unique. And that is, we're taking something back. We're taking Osaka back because Osaka is purely on greenery, the rule of law, and an interactive engagement that shows sanity amongst its people for doing right. In Yokohama, we're taking back with us greenery and the water layout, which Osaka is also competing for. But Osaka has a greater edge because you've converted water into land and maintained those waters into an environment-friendly situation for both feeding your people, for tourism, and uniquely to balance the ecosystem. Liberia has a unique population with 63 to 67% of our population who are youth and prepared to explore the universe. And we will encourage them to make Japan a destination for that inspiration. And we hope one day you will name a city after Liberia, the Liberian city, because we tend to have similar characteristics. Something else we need to inform you about. The reason why you are succeeding is because you've allowed an enabling society to grow because you focus on tourism. You also allow tourism to become your M&E, your monitoring and evaluation for every institution you set up to work well. And you've also made tourism your enforcer of compliance for national growth, because these are the clear responsibilities of tourism. With these said, we want to inform you that Liberia is not different from Japan. What we have not done is taking Japan to Liberia to Japan. From this moment, it's ongoing. There's a picture we must all understand that we will take from here. When you walk into a country called Liberia, you're walking into a democratic frontier. The opportunities that every single minister has spoken about is that compliance that makes tea the last word in the arrest agenda. Because it's only when the system is totally set up and compliant, tourism works. The language to you the way you understand it, it simply means that we're going to take every investor from Japan and we're going to place them in Liberia. And when you're coming back to Japan, country, its health sector must work. Its security sector must work. Its educational sector must work. A sense of understanding of environmental issues must take fold. And these are what Japan have become too advanced in. There's a green revolution in Liberia that if you take your investment to Liberia today, trust me, you won't be losing because the country is virgin. Ladies and gentlemen, discover that on your own. The choicest destination in Africa is Liberia. Have a nice day.
So now got several points. The health sector, every country want to make tourism a viable institution. The health sector security must be the hallmark of the day upon. And seeing that when you were speaking, I begin to visualize issues that Liberia and Japan is seeing. But what they have done different is what makes us different. Look at here crying for swamp, swamp. They put out water, they turn it a residential area. People living on water. But I don't water here. Is it there? And the Green Revolution. That make it viable. And he said, we need to bring Japan to Liberia. And when they're going back, they will no longer be Japanese, JLAB, Japanese Liberian. And you know Japanese, so when they go back, they also have their own, like so Liberia will be Lamj, Liberian Japanese. You know exactly what's going to happen. So tourism, as he said, the last letter in the arrest agenda is tourism. So it made it very important and cardinal in the growth of any institution, and it made M&E, tourism, M&E, monitoring and evaluation, making it a viable sector of the processes that cut across. You go to EPA, you go to education, you go to health, you go to security, you go break it down to the police, to the army, agriculture. It's tourism there. You know that tourism is a part. So tourism becomes an integral part of the society that blend or link or that thin line with all and make a country viable. That somebody want to leave to go somewhere. I'm not coming there because somebody says I'm coming there because there's food. I'm coming there for the infrastructure. But you go there, they will taste food, cuisine. I'm not coming there for your people. They will come to learn your language. There's always an interesting part of a tourist journey. And Liberia must learn this. This is important. It is very much important. Let me tell you something today. This is what I'm hearing. He talk about health. And we know we are so challenging health. A tourist can come from there, come here, and they sick, one hospital and treat them. While we're taking all people from here, carried in India, carried in China, Japan, carried in Pakistan, carrying these people. Then when the people come to us, when they get sick, they go back. No. And when we go in that country, we get sick, we get treated there. So the health sector is very important. Because even the health, besides the health of the tourists, the health of the citizens is important. It's important. The citizens, senior citizens, first class, vibrant people, the children, the women, the sons and daughters of the land should have adequate access, the complete access to health care facilities is important. And he says security. You can't bring people, bring tourists here. They put hand and camera and all and naked. They go back that way. Then so good, they go attack down the road. Where they coming from? Yeah. One person will say, oh, red light. Let me go watch red light. One Japanese man with his gun walking in red light, then check a phone. Security is important. They can be large in the areas. You know that one thing I captured on the road, this guy from Nigeria who's traveling on the bicycle to America. He has already entered Liberia, and he's giving a lot of positive news. He was so astonished with Indima County. His first person he met hospitality. He came face to face with hospitality. He came Bon County. He's traveling. He won't ever, not that people never treated him good, but he's highlighting people he meet in Liberia. Unveiling an aspect from the citizens that yes, Liberia is a home and land of hospitality upon. So we can make this viable in the tourism sector. While we're having education, health care, sanitation, all those areas, tourism becomes the concluding aspect of it. And somebody says, I want to go Liberia. Then they come back and tell you, I want to live Liberia. Then they tell you, I want to be a Liberian. I want to naturalize myself as a Liberian. It's important. So it's important to you that this aspect here is so scary. Let me say something about the Earville. You know, with this reporter issue we're hearing, we can't, no, I will talk about the Earville today. The armed forces of Liberia. While we're hearing, we can't treat them like this. Keep playing *799 *11# Entertainment My Radio cool cash giveaway. Keep playing Entertainment My Radio. $100 to play or 70 cents, and you just stand a chance to win $4,000 Liberian dollars. And somebody is just at the verge of getting it. So if the chance is yours, you put yourself in the right move, in the right time of the entire process, if you play multiple times. So multiple times players are the fluorite in the game here. So you're encouraged to play multiple times. I'm seeing the dashboard here, but you slow down the machine, not turning again. Yeah, slowing down. So keep playing and you put yourself in that area. You know, we hearing this thing, you know, the army, they probably talk, but all hearing inside. So we'll find out that true. The army go there. We hearing that they living in deteriorating condition. So when the houses are leaking roof. We can't put in point against it, they will leave them. Imagine you find water dripping from the city, you find the walls damaged, worn out facilities. No, man. Then you know what is happening? It became a clear sign that we have abandoned or neglected the people living in poor conditions. We talk about security. They want to have a volunteer and say, yeah, we'll fight for our country. They have been trained. Then they live a good life. Then all of them will recruit and bring. Then they come and join them. But we can't keep them there. We haven't let them care shuffling. And what are the reason we're saying that the authority can see the need and face this thing here. And face the thing. You know, the army people are politicians, they are in the political activities, but when there are issues they face, it's good that we talk about it because they are our own people. They are Liberian. They are the source and daughter of the soil. We can't keep them in a condition where they become frustrated. They make them go lay down, foxhole, money, send me a guy or intelligence and carry on, they'll be leaking. No. The morale of the army needs to be very much high and built. We need to motivate our people. If they are hearing that is an issue. For instance, assessment to people, right? Listen to what we're hearing. There are 1 man who is an area soldier. Let's say a private. Will make around reportedly $184.30 US plus 14,694.70 cents. That means the man, if you add all together, he making about 263.28 per month. Amen. We talk about we want to be the state rep policemen, the least policemen, patrol men, least men, right? That will make about 400, 500. Then the army will get $265. Let's just round it up. And it's good that we see these things so that there can be much attention. That we can attract, because they will find more young men saying they want to train to go in the army. They will not be smoking drugs. If we can attract more men saying they want to be police, they will not. They're going to fight those men in the society. They won't. But in the end, they never went there. They do frog jump, go over the power wire. They can't even make me illegals, but myself, me just being a great or and we don't want that. Let us encourage our society. Imagine that. If you have, for example, is it a private class, 199.17, they're making 15,841.4. Corporate making 202.51 US dollars, then they're making 16,118.26. They see a sergeant to earn 216.20 cents. They're making 17,339.20 cents. No, the reason I'm saying this, our leaders must see an upgraded life. They must see an upgrade like one of our army officers reportedly will go and say, go and bring, you sit in one car, get drugs, you got to pay some kind of money, they pay some kind of 1,000 US, you sit on the car and wait him out, whatsoever come. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear police officer involved, we don't want to hear LTE officer involved. Let us make a story where they can be encouraged. Imagine. Even those are the higher ranking officers, they should make it sufficiently that they can meet their basic needs. Why would pay one man 15,000? Then the man just gone to say protect the people of this country. You need paying $500. Wow. And yet on the ambassador, he said security, health, security. We can be paying our nurses. We can be paying our security forces. And we have a neck on the thing. The man today we see drugs hanging on our neck. Drugs is hanging on our neck like something serious. We keep having our people, and this is serious. And the reason why we're raising this thing, I'm going to talk about the army today. The barracks across this country need to be seriously monitored and kept. I'm not saying go there and be watching them. They have facilities. They should have water. They have lights. Renovation of their roofs. What must say this? Even if they have they are very unique, they know how, they have learned how to take care of themselves. But they should get support from national government. And these are the things our authority there should be talking about. That these people should be, they should be taken care of. Yes. We want to be like family lady. The man, woman want to lead the hot one and the frying side, they want to come outside, they laughing at the children know they can't eat, they want to go outside, they wear clothes, they go, no! Let it be a real laughter from the bedroom, from the living room, from the porch, from whatsoever in the house, to the front, to the yard, to the street. Let it be a real laughter that somebody comes out and laughs and goes, yeah, I'm for just drinking tea. I really want to. I imagine this morning I ate a well-prepared sandwich. Yeah. I came outside because I drank a very creamy tea. I never wanted coffee, but I drank Lipton. But it was good. Let it be a real laughter. Let's treat our people. Let me encourage them. Let me make them look good. That when they are bouncing the uniform, they bounce. Let me real bouncing. They will not be like when I tell me once slap me the second I went, no. This is serious. Please, let us please pay our attention to our people. What we're hearing, it are true, it are good. Reportedly, it are good. Our people, the government, those in authority need to prioritize the welfare of our troops. They should be having a decent housing facility. They should have a very reliable price and the wages should be very much. Yes. We won't hear one army man moving in the barrack. He came home, he almost complained, say, no food, so she do something ugly. He joined there, go to the man, they start knocking people teeth. We won't hear that. One police man, because this, what happened? My husband can feed me, they just say, no. Or the LDA man, because he know that, he go link up with drug dealer and then we don't see these things will not happen. But let's minimize them. We should not open the doors for such a practice. That they begin to do it willfully because they want to leave. Then we also will see it and say, but how they poor manage? Imagine every man move on the barrel will be blown. What you think? You see every man want cassava farm, digging somebody cassava. No! We should not put them in that kind of situation. Let them prioritize them. Let them make them to be valuable in society. We're spending monies. Look at the lawmakers. Look at the government. The last time I heard, let me frank here, 2024-2025, 4.7 million for constituency visit lawmakers. If you check the 103 lawmakers in our money, what each of them getting for the 6,000? What's that? They will look at people and we see a country where people live less than $2 a day, less than $1 a day. No, please. 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 Imagine the last time this budget, we allocated the national budget and outing report 22 million just for 5 ranking officers in this country. The president, the vice president, the speaker, the pro tem, and the deputy speaker, and over the years, they gone period. Why won't you happen like this? You know what I mean? The least many army is making about $400 to $500. The least many police. The least many in immigration. Labor Immigration Service. The least many fire service. The least many FDA. The least person who is just a clinician or a physician assistant in the health facilities, making something good. They will be happy to preserve life. Look, it is serious. Please. 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 And we know that there are other issues. Once our authorities are saying this, they're from TICA, the 9 Tokyo International Conference, Africa Development, and also to Osaka, to the export, they're saying it. Let us transcribe this into reality, please. The major priority is killing this country. Seriously. I want to talk something, but it's killing us. You just get few people on one side, you pay them hugely, you pay ministers hugely, you pay the talented minister, not even do all the work. He's doing a whole team to do the work. But he's taking a chunk of it. Then the people who put there as security people, look them. There are a lot of qualified people here. And let's start. Let me say this before I close up. Let me say this. We need to start encouraging our folks. There are so many folks who are in the Armed Forces of Liberia. Some of them retired. So let's join. Let's make them come up. And that's why I say, let security people take care of security matter. Go on a day, we're taking one surveillance man to head LDA, we take one man, who surveillance police, take one man. No, let's take the people who are going to discipline to head those areas. It's important because they already know the problem. They were there. Today Friday, man. What's on your mind? But these are issues. It's good that we talk about them. It's important. Let me say thanks to the Foreign Minister Sarah Bachelet-Yanti, and all of the ambassadors, all of the representatives from this country there at Osaka, the Expo 2025, and we have been on Liberia focused engagement process. We say to those, the president already come, we're waiting for results, the 9 Tokyo International Conference on Africa Development, the TICA 9. We say thanks all of you, but all those speeches, all those very nice speeches I've given, let us transcribe them to reality. Go on the days when people go for those conferences, they come, they Chinese food studio, the Japanese food studio, and they put country farm, they put this, and they see the share from Japan. You see the truth? No. You are representing, let those issues be transcribed into activities and say, yes, the reason why you see me zone like this, because of the TICA. The reason why you see so you went like this for Osaka. The reason you're seeing a piece of land is because of Osaka. The reason you're seeing Patami like this for Osaka. Okay, development of our people. I'll take a break here. Good afternoon, what of you on today? 0775 919 919.
Introducing Marie Sanitary Pad, the ultimate solution for every woman comfort and confidence during that time of the month. With Marie, every moment becomes effortless and worry-free. Ladies, we understand the importance of feeling comfortable and secure during your period. That's why Marie Sanitary Pad are designed with your needs in mind. Our ultra-soft, breathable materials provide all-day comfort so you can move with ease and confidence. Marie pads are equipped with advanced leakage protection, keeping you dry and fresh throughout your busy day. Say goodbye to leaks and hello to peace of mind. Super soft and provide unparalleled comfort for sensitive skin.
I have tried so many brands, but nothing compares to Marie. It's like they were made just for me. I feel secure and comfortable no matter what I'm doing.
Experience the difference with Marie's sanitary pads. Available at all drugstores, pharmacies, stores, and Fuller shops. For wholesale, visit Lucky Pharmacy and Redemption Pharmacy. Call 2929 for free information. Try them today and discover what true comfort feels like. Marie, the latest choice.
For that message, let's go to the lines now and talk to you. 0775-919-919. But keep playing. Star 799 star 11 hash. It is about Radio Cool Cash giveaway. Please speak to the issue we have discussed. Please speak to the issues we have talked about on today, or you say your own. Good afternoon. You're welcome. You say, be clear now. You say the focus, they get small sign. Huh? No, but it says sign area. All people got money there, so it's good to that you people now. Don't you want to have the people let them for that? Because the men guy come out to left, right, have a cool 91.9 sleeping like I had a compound here. So if something happening in the next compound, there's not cool. If the guy on that, come and let go there and clear the place. You see, the probably got with y'all. Probably I got with y'all. You can say something that I want to. Anyway, sorry. But another country, you slip off the line, you went off. But Liberia will be serious, don't say something serious and be something. Yeah. Oh God. Anything that ever business. Let's expose who do anything. You're welcome. Yeah, we go ahead.
Yes, thank you for having Sir Onilan, Sir Waka Onilan this afternoon to let the cat out of the egg. You know, the man had his place, the business place that he's sick. He will only be accountable for where he possesses to kill for the business. But if anybody saw him that the person right, it's that for you to go and do your assessment. If anybody you can read, even start the man, you have nothing to do with it.
But the man face.
Yes.
So the one is the one. Well, the last time or two days ago, I had a conversation. Somebody said, "In the man come and say, do they want? Let us search all that."
Liberia should be free of security, and thank God we were placed 10 days in Africa and 17 days on the global scene. So it means Liberia is getting better, but just to equip where the securities are, they are the first class citizens. We have to look after them. Then the place they are be conducive. You see, and the educational sector and that of the healthcare sector, I think these are the three areas that is open. It is good we have there, that do river there. We can turn that place into land. Let people do something better there.
But I'm not saying the way we have traffic, our poor from Peaceville, Mount Parkley, Kakatown, going to Central Town. We can clean them to put one boat there. People will go on the boat like that. Why don't we talk about the boat going? Okay, Wayne. Let me say good afternoon. Yeah, Kip, go ahead. Well, you put the boy hands, they'll run away, they'll hide and say they'll come back up. Yeah. Okay. Good afternoon. Augustine, go ahead.
Oh, thank you so much. You struck a very important point, and I believe that all common officials, our president, and even the lawmakers, they need to understand.
No, we want them. We don't want they must listen. They must listen. The armed forces of Liberia have been one institution and not taught. They said they don't talk to them, but they deserve attention. Let them, that's nothing with them. Okay. Okay, please do something. Last time I heard the president in Nima County, San Nicole there. Yeah, go ahead. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Let me say thanks to all of you. Let me talk to you. Good afternoon. You're welcome. Before my brother came to the States, so they were respected. The men want people that's one born, 10 children now, when they go to hospital. The children go to school. The children go to school. Everything. You see it. For what they said. Yeah. Just say they leave men in army, they give $500. So many of them drugs, they will tell them save money, they will need drugs, they will train the men of other people that want to defend our country. Because they know that they want to live their life. Oh. Yeah, but these are reality, my brother. Let me talk to my last caller here. I'll give you 10 seconds. 10 seconds, my final caller for this week. Yeah. Yeah. Meaning I'm not be living like white people right here. They get on board, they ride, they go in time. I want to see it happen. I want to be living and see it happen. I get over it. If I have money, I'll do it. Pour over the water. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, thank you. But I gotta go. Let me say thank you all of you who have been with us for this week. Let us prioritize our priorities. Let us take things as so serious. You know, so the other callers say, what we can tell is, but these are issues. We're not just talking of heads. These are issues that bind the country. And when our leaders go to explain these things, it's important to highlight it. It's not about to say, oh yeah, the person good, the person good. Let them highlight the bread, but they are supposed to suffer the time, but they can't talk. They don't want to go in politics, they don't want to go on a march, they don't want to go on to do the, but they are suffering. That the areas will be suffering like this? No, but to be frank, my report I've seen. Reported issues. We should pay attention to the people that treat them good. We can make one man dress good and don't want to be fine, but they say, hey, my people don't know what going through. Hey, my people don't know what going through. No, man. The men when you looking dress, they dress fine with their authority again. Let me get that civilians. Hey, you, why me sick? Come over here. You want to eat because he got the authority. Let me just see what he get it. I will give you somebody. Jesus Christ. I gotta go. Thanks all of you. Sarkandra is here with me from the production department. T. Nicholas Barkley, the head of the department, Andrew Gammon have all been here with me. But let me say we're taking our weekend break to be back. We pray that God keep us safe and carry us through. Let me answer to the Victory Hour International Ministry. I celebrate 15 years from tomorrow. I'm going to say happy birthday to them and happy birthday. All of you celebrating, and thanks to all of you. Let's keep this country safe. I'm Nathaniel, just call me the ambassador. Till Monday, we'll be right here. Good afternoon.
What's the name?
Cross having Napoleon Bonaparte, AC Bicone, Dr. James Salita, Valita, Charlependi, Locomotive, Flo, Kota, Monica, Gata, Yata, Plata, Pussy, Johnny.
Yes. También espero la niña.